Okay.
Oh, there's Pat right now. Pat's coming up. All right. Fine. Pat's we're live, everybody.
Welcome everybody to the STD podcast.
Whoa.
Every time, man. It's because of the subscription. Subscribe to us. We're very entertaining.
Like what?
So
Why is this nipple?
Well, we got one live person, man.
give it to.
I'm sorry, I know it is.
We go through this every week. Give it time. People watch later in the week too.
We got our special guest with us, Brendan. Say hi.
Hello, how's it going?
We are waiting for the fourth of our team right now. That is the hold up.
Pat's in the driveway.
It's all right.
He got pulled over by some short cop, I'm assuming. Did you get pulled over? No. Well, then we're live, buddy. We already went live. We only got one person live.
Yeah.
It's probably Tom's life.
How's it going?
What's up with we gotta tag some people online, man, so they start watching because who should be watching this?
What's up, Pat? How's the eyes?
They're good. We're getting my stung a little bit when I got in the shower, but that was about it.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, now that you're back, we got some super hot wings that are gonna blow your ass out. So
I apologize for being late.
Last week was the face. This week's it's your ass.
you're right on time. It was still 9:30 when you walked in the garage. All right.
Am I even in the?
You're good. I see you right here. You're good to go.
Yes,
You might want to scoot in a little more towards the mic so they can hear you.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be nice.
update on the death pool. A lot of celebrities are dying.
Well, let's go over.
None of them we picked.
Let's go over the guys who died this week, man. The Cameron Boyce, he died. He was from the Disney Channel. He died early in the week. That was quite sad.
Also died early in life at 20.
He was only 20 years old. That would have won the whole entire contest.
Yeah, who's that one from the Disney Channel?
Yeah.
He was on
Jesse.
He was on Jesse. He was known for, and then they had Camp Kikiwaka.
I had to ask my daughter. I had no clue.
Well, your
I
daughter
only know
wasn't.
Camp on.
My daughter actually knew who he was and watched his show like religiously.
Well, he's on this Expendables too.
He's also in
They're not
Grown Ups.
Expendables. What's that?
Grown Up. He's in Grown
Incredibles?
Ups with Adam Sandler.
No, yeah, it was the old kid in Grown Ups too.
I've never seen
But
it.
what is no? There's this.
Oh, we're
there's a
gonna
thing-
do wings. Don't you worry, buddy.
Yeah. We got
And those are the wings we are judging, though. The ones that you open.
Oh yeah, we got to do our contest.
No, we're all going to eat a hot wing.
Okay.
There's two different brands of hot wings. The big box that you're in right now is the ones we're judging at the end of the night.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Well,
We had BW3 for wings tonight. We'll get back to that later. So, Tom, how was your week?
Oh, it was great. Had a lot of fun and had some days off. And today got to go swim with my kids. Swim class. That's why I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, it was good.
Super dadding it up.
Oh yeah,
Like you're always with your kids.
Always.
It's a great thing.
love it. I wish I had.
I don't have the
time to-
patience for that. My daughter's 15 and 15-year-olds. You know.
I wish I had more time with them, but work.
You had a couple days off though. You spent with the family.
Yep. So what's going on there, Joe?
Yeah, well, the deaths too. The Ross Perot died too, man.
Ross Perot.
Yeah, I figured that was somebody we would all pick. There was a couple. The other
That
guy,
was right up your alley. How did you let this one go?
Rip Torn.
Didn't even think
From
about
Larry
it.
Sanders.
yeah,
show.
and Rip Torn too. And Rip Torn is the only guy whose name, his first and last name, could both describe actions you could do to paper.
for your pants.
And that was Joe with useless knowledge I'll never use again. So, Pat, how was your week? My bad, you're trying to eat the wing. And
Hold on. I met that with my weekend, son. We went to. Hey, where did we go, guys? Kids, where did we go? The beach. We went to the beach one day. We just stayed there the whole day. It was the sun.
I saw pictures.
And then the rest of the week we worked, and now we're here. But there was some NBA action. We'll talk about some NBA stuff later. We got Brendan on too. He's a good NBA guy.
Oh yeah.
Don's got the Cavs shirt on. He doesn't even know about the Cavs.
Big NBA fan.
I don't watch basketball because I can't jump. How was your week, Pat? Wow, for a 19-year-old, he caught that reference. That's nice.
So I'm a little pissed about something, man. I think I'm losing my looks, man. I think I'm getting old, man.
There's a story coming on, so I'll make sure.
Scoot in a little bit. We need to hear this one.
So I went to this. Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went to this bar restaurant. Ordered a beer, getting ready to get my ID out. Waitress sees this and says this: "You do not need to show me your ID." I'm like, "Excuse me?"
Well, dude,
there's nothing wrong with that.
A little bit.
You are 38 years old.
Well, you do not need to. I mean, I don't know. I mean, up until recently, I was getting carded, and
No, you're starting to get a few grays in
Even though
that
I got
beard.
some, I got
Yeah,
some
it's starting
whites.
to
I
come
think
in.
that's it. That's the grays you're starting to get. As soon as you start
You know
seeing
what's
those.
sad?
But
When I go to get cigarettes from when I go to the store to get cigarettes and I send my wife in to get cigarettes, they'll ask her for her ID.
Mhm.
One day she forgot it, so she had to come out and get me.
Yeah.
And if we go back in the store, she goes, I still can't sell you the cigarettes, even though you brought your father in.
wow.
You gotta call
Yeah,
your wife's father.
Yes.
I think it's just the fact that she thought it was silly that I would do such a thing as to pull out my ID. You know, why is this guy? This guy's probably fucking.
I've had them do the
50
same
years old.
thing when I buy like alcohol at like Giant Eagle, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you're buying
would-
White Claw. They just want to make sure you're
yeah.
an American
Tom's,
citizen.
for everybody out there in TV land, the one Tom's wife. Well, Tom's wife knows it. He's drinking White Claw, but he's drinking. He's
Oh,
drinking
but I
White
didn't
Claw.
snitch on you.
I don't care.
He's drinking
And-
White Claw.
And before I was drinking,
And he's
what was I drinking?
It was Mike's Hard
Mike's Hard Lemonade,
Black
Let me
Cherry.
ask you a
Black Cherry,
question.
because I don't care.
It was
Are you-
Black Cherry?
I'm just a curious question because I've seen you drink all them fruity drinks. Are you not a fan of like the traditional beer?
He'll drink beer.
I'll drink beer,
just
Bud
does-
Light,
he's not an
Budweiser.
I'm
alcoholic,
asking
it's his
him.
thing.
I'm asking you.
I've monitored Tom's drinking as a drinker.
No, I'm not trying. No, I'm just.
Social
No,
settings
I'm just
and
curious
whatnot.
if you're just.
I'll go to the bar and get Bud Light or whatever, Budweiser.
Nobody
It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter because I don't care because I'm gonna drink when I really
Oh,
do
yeah,
drink. I want it to taste
drink
good.
whatever you want, man.
I want it to taste good when I really do drink. So
I like to taste the beer. This is gonna be great in our addiction show, our addiction topic later on.
Yeah.
But man, beer is like just I mean, I don't want when I was drinking. I don't drink anymore. But when I was drinking, I'd like to taste the beer to permeate the like the Christmas sales and the the IPAs and the blackout stouts and the whatever. You go up to Fat There's a bunch of stouts up there. I just like to taste the beer. And I like it way too much, obviously. But I mean, it's good tasting. I didn't want my shit to taste like not beer. I mean, some people are different. They want their alcohol to not taste like alcohol. But I was the exact opposite. I like the taste.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So for me, it doesn't matter if I'm gonna drink on the occasion that I do. I'll just have something that tastes good, that tastes better than if I got like a Natty Light.
I drink Natty Light in college a lot. Well, I was going to talk about about getting carded. The day I turned 21, it was December 20th,
1974.
1998. Not 1974. I was born in the 70s, but I wasn't that old. But I went to the Giant Eagle. Back then, it was finest. It was Lakewood BMV right there in Warren. At Warren Village Shopping Center. I went and I was all proud. I was going to show my new idea. That motherfucker didn't even card. Hey, Doves, what's up? We got 2 listeners. GG's following us, so we got our followers.
And when you first turned 21, you're like, no, I want to show you my
right. I was all
bitch.
pumped. There was all pumped. They didn't fucking card me at all. Pissed me. I was like, this whole time I could just come up here and buy beers instead of going to these fucking corner stores and paying whatever. I never had a problem getting beer back in the day though. Like they never carded me ever. Maybe it was just because it was the hood, but I mean, I looked like
You live in the hood, you could get, dude. I was drinking at like 15 years old and never got carded.
I was like 650, 60 with.
So let's move on to the millennial, the 19-year-old, the youngin'.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Worked. Built a dress for the baby's room. Worked, and here we are today.
Man.
You do have a child on the way.
Yes.
When's
Yeah.
the-
Are you
when's the-
scared?
I wouldn't say I'm scared. Hasn't really hit me completely, but
When's the baby due?
September 8th. But we're looking a little early.
Yeah, my daughter. My daughter was due. Firstborn was due September. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think September 11th, and then they kind of moved to September 10th, and then she was born September 1st.
September 8th is the Browse opener, man.
Yeah,
But
but
my
it's-
wife's
but
due
it's-
date and the date the baby arrived was exactly.
See, it's not a due date, really. It's a due window because there's no exact science to it. So you're looking at 2 weeks on either end of it. I mean, if it goes 2 weeks past the due date ish, they're probably gonna think about
wanna-
inducing her.
They
But
said they don't want to go past the due date. So if it's past the due date, they're going to induce her on the due date.
They gotta either put the dotted lines on the belly, and they take this saw they get from Little Caesars. They cut it up.
Not the way they do it. Don't listen to
It's
this.
like a manhole cover, and then they take the pregnant belly out, and then they remove the baby.
So you're gonna watch the actual birth.
I know that's
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're gonna see the
Oh,
alien
yeah.
come out
Yep.
of.
Yep.
You know the mom.
'Cause that's what it really reminded me of. I was there. I witnessed mine, or my
I'm
daughter,
gonna attempt.
and it was like it was almost like Alien versus Predator.
they,
That would be the best way to describe it. All of a sudden, there's just this little head dangling there.
no,
It's really a fucked up
the
sight.
stuff they don't tell you about the birth. Like when Nikki was born, my daughter. Hey Nikki, she's watching this here today. The
Oh, that evil ass look she just gave you.
No, but when
Stink eye.
the thing they don't tell you about the birthing process is that when the woman pushes so hard, there's just everything that's inside her just comes out on the bed, man.
They don't always shit during labor.
Yeah, they do most of the time, man. And it's pretty gross.
Now you're gonna really scare this dude. He's gonna go home like, what the fuck did I do?
I had this camera, man. I took pictures of everything. I took pictures of the placenta. The placenta is like imagine you ever seen like a fake titty outside of the titty? It looks like that, but it's a little bit bigger, but it's like covered in like this brownish.
It's like a
brownish yellow color from the Popeyes uniforms from the late 70s.
That's my favorite porn fake titty outside.
We still only got Dobie. You're the only one listening. Tell people to listen, man.
But yeah, it's
the placenta's pretty gross.
It's
man.
like a blob.
Some people eat it. It does look like the blob, but
people do take it home, freeze it, and eat it. Are you gonna do that?
That's weird. I don't know.
It's supposed to bring you and your
Closer
newborn
together.
Yeah, it's some kind of like.
I think that's just like a form of cannibalism.
I think it would be too.
Right?
I don't think it'd be very tasty.
Well, I mean, you don't eat your fucking hand. Why would you eat the placenta? You know what I mean? It's stupid.
So how did the dresser making go?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. You know, the skills came into work. Actually followed the instructions.
Now you're an electrician.
Yeah.
So wait, did you made it or instructions like IKEA one or like Walmart or what are we talking about?
Yeah, and
Okay.
you just all the send you everything and just boom put it
Okay,
here.
when
boom
you said
here.
you like built a
No,
a
not
dresser,
from
I'm thinking
scratch.
okay, he's got a table saw. He's going to Home
No.
Depot, doing some pocket joints. Whatever.
That'd
I've
be
never in my
fun.
life been able to put that Walmart shit together.
Yeah.
I leave it up to my wife.
We actually visited family down south and went to IKEA and got their furniture.
Which IKEA did you go to? The one in Phoenix?
Uh,
That's the only one I know.
Phoenix?
There's one in Phoenix, yeah.
No, I'm talking
There's
about
one in Cincinnati.
well, yeah, one just outside of
The
Cincinnati.
Nasty Natty?
Right outside Cincinnati by Red Pat,
Okay.
around that
Oh,
area.
that's Dayton then. Okay.
Yeah, Dayton
I know
area.
there's one
Yeah, Dayton South.
Dayton area.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all south down there, whatever.
You know where?
So. All right, good deal. So what we got here up next, fellas, Dobie is the only person listening, so girls, is we got some wings here today, but we got some hot-ass wings. Tom's a big fan of this show called The Hot Ones, where during the Hot Ones, what they do is they just interview people and they talk to them, and they just eat chicken wings, and the chicken wings keep getting hotter. So we're going to do that. The first chicken wings we've already been nibbling on. It ain't really that hot.
Wait, this is a show?
You've never
Yeah.
watched?
You've
Hot
never
Ones?
watched Hot Ones?
No.
Okay,
It's
so-
like an interview.
So
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm
So
sorry.
let me explain the whole process through. So there's a whole bunch of first of all, if there's a famous person, they're probably going to be on it or has been on it.
I'm sad I don't know this.
Comedians, actors,
Kevin Love's been on it.
Kevin Love,
Wrestlers,
yeah,
What show is
wrestlers.
this on?
Musicians.
It's
YouTube.
a YouTube show.
YouTube free.
You can just hit Hot
Dude,
Ones.
there's
and
like
then,
fucking
there's like a million
Yeah,
episodes.
there's like 100 of them, so you can just watch them forever. It's
My-
like, have you ever kill in a weekend?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
There's been like 20 rappers on there. So my favorite one was Kevin Hart. Anyway, so the way the show works is it's two guys on the other side of the table, and they progressively hot wings, starting out with like a basic like Tabasco, whatever, and then it gets hotter and hotter,
You know, hotter
up
than
until-
Scoville scale.
hotter than Scoville. So the 10th one is like a death sauce, where basically, you could use it as mace. It'd probably be like this blazing one or worse. So we're talking about 500,000 Scoville. And so as the interview goes on, you can tell that the person who they're interviewing, their barriers are getting broken down. So usually you see them, they come in all cool, they got their jackets and their hats and their sunglasses on.
Right.
About halfway through, jackets coming off, glasses, whatever. And then by the end of it, they're giving open, honest answers just because they can't think straight. And like some of them, it
It's
looks
like
like
drinking, yeah.
it's legit like they're high or drunk.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Hart said, I'm like, I feel like I'm drunk. What's going on? Because it's the pain of it is like endorphins. And so you can see this person who you never saw in this light where they get interviewed and they're given open, honest questions because they can't like put up that barrier
Oh,
because
man.
they're just dying from the wings, sweating. Right. So I love that show and I love hot wings. And so we're not going to do the interview here.
I
But
think we just came up with Tom's segment.
yeah.
I think we're just gonna have him interview somebody with super hot wings.
Right. So what I did is went to BW3s and then we went down and got some of the hottest ones. So we got hot barbecue, which is like 6th from the top. And then the 3rd from the top is the mango habanero. And number 1, their hottest is the blazing.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, since you guys already had, actually, no, we should. We got 4. You didn't have one of the hot barbecue. So what we're gonna do is you guys can eat one of these ones, unless one of you doesn't want another one. Is
I'm
that all right?
good.
Okay.
One wing done.
So what we're gonna do? There's 4 of these hot barbecue left. us four are going to have one of them, except for you. And then the rest of them, there's 5 of the mango habanero and 5 of the blazing. So we're going to eat this one right now, see how we feel. And then we're going to go to the next hottest, mango habanero. Since you're not going to partake in the first one, you can keep talking if you want. And then,
Well, I'll tell you guys how my week was while you guys are doing
right.
that.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass it around and grab a wing.
And we're not gonna do sauce though, or the ranch, or
No
No,
ranch,
we're not
it's
doing
cheese.
ranch.
Okay.
Here's the rule:
Man up, you're
you
just
can,
doing
you can
it.
drink whatever you want. That's fine. But you have to eat.
Brendan, you ain't got nothing to drink.
Nope,
do
I do not.
You have to eat. The,
Shit, Brendan's gonna need something to drink. Yo.
you're gonna have to eat the majority of the wing
Well, have
They're all
like,
of
go get them a cut, or
within reason.
Do we have any cups behind you? Look on the studio shelf over there. So
Oh, you got one pink cup there.
some of those cups should be clean still.
Just blow all the bugs out of it and spiders and shit.
All right, so we're just gonna eat them. Are we gonna eat them all at the same time?
Yeah, we're gonna eat them all. They're gonna eat them all
Okay.
at the same time. While I tell you guys how my week was.
I keep doing this like I still have glasses.
Yeah, it's awfully odd setting without you wearing glasses.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be mandatory dress code. You wear glasses here.
Yeah.
I
But,
shaved my neck today. See that? It feels
Nice.
good when you shave your
We
neck.
could have just
Nice.
waxed it. Why would you?
It feels so good when you shave it. Dolby, when you shave your legs, does that feel good or do you wax your legs? Uh-oh. It's loud as fuck.
Oh, Spike Lou.
Who the fuck's Spike Lou?
Uh,
Oh, okay. I know.
Wax.
Can we eat enough?
Yeah, go ahead.
Spike Lou.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? You're live with the STD podcast.
What's going on, STD?
They're all eating their hot wings as we speak. We're doing a hot wing challenge this week. What's going on, man?
Shit, you ain't invite me to. I like hot wings. I'm a black man. You know I like chicken.
Hey, I got in enough trouble this week with that black man stuff, bro. We're gonna skip over that part.
You want all that attention. You post that shit
Where's
because
the
you like
box?
hearing people talk about you, dude. You know it.
Pasta.
I do like creating controversy.
For sure, for sure. I mean, after like 20 posts, I was like, oh my god.
So how's life treating you, Spike?
Box is gone.
I'm good, man.
Hey, Jimmy, go get those,
Strong even without Misty there. You're a nice added addition to it.
Get that paper towel, Tom.
Yeah, we're trying to make something happen, man. You know, one of us gonna get rich, dog. We gotta stick together.
That's it. We all got to build together, man.
Use that for trash.
Absolutely. All right.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna get off here, but take care of yourself.
All right, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
Keep the number. Feel free to call in whenever any topics arise, man.
Gotcha. All right.
Peace.
Hey, Dolby, how did that
How did that audio of the phone call sound?
was that
Because
too
we're
loud or
still
was that
trying
too,
something.
we got 3 listeners now. Heck yeah.
So, anyways, let me talk about my week
That's
because
true.
I still haven't gotten to do that.
That wing wasn't really that was good, but you guys think that was hot?
What do you-
I
what
mean,
do
it
you
was
think?
definitely hot. Well, it wasn't
So
like,
that was
Hot, not too hot.
You are doing all right?
need a
I
drink.
would give it like out of 7 out of like if you 1 was like whatever and 10, I would like a 7 maybe.
So yeah,
So
you
that's
can
it, yeah.
feel it, but you know
Right.
you wouldn't want to
I'll
touch
tell you,
your
I'll
eyes.
tell you what though, you could really tell B-Dub's really fucking has great wings. Like
Look at these things.
They're so good.
So-
Freaking-
So you were saying that I wanted all that attention and that I kept deliberately posting. I posted that one time, sir.
No, you had 2 posts. There was 2 total
Yeah,
posts.
trash.
In the second post, you were like, I've been accused a lot lately of race or something. Like
Okay, yeah,
that one was
this
a
week,
little
though.
trolling. That was a little trolling.
Oh yeah, I was definitely trying to get a point. But check it out. I'm sorry, as a grown man, if you look on other people's Facebook pages to comment comment every time another man comments, that's stalker ex-girlfriend behavior. Like that's crazy shit.
Following you,
Right, you're just following me. You don't even know this dude, but now you're commenting on his post because I commented on it.
Is he friends with you or is he?
He's my friend, but the thing is that you're following me around to other people you don't know's post, commenting on that after I commented something.
I see stuff that you guys post like on other things. It may come up on my news feed.
Yeah.
Like Joe commented on some random Newsnet 5 website, post or whatever. Even though I'm not following Newsnet 5, so Facebook will show me things that like other people post in other places if I can view that.
Yeah, but if you don't know the person, you don't go on and comment on their shit.
The way I look at it, dude, if it's public Facebook post, it's fair game. If you don't want it like that, you got to put a prep.
I think
Actually, click on somebody's profile. You're gonna curious to see what they look like.
Yeah.
See what they're doing. You know, I would say, if they were, going to that, and then you get your address, and then go into your mom's house and staring in the window. Okay, that's a different.
that's
story.
what I'm afraid of.
People I'm gonna tell you something, dude.
Like Zuckerberg might need to come out with temporary restraining orders for
the
Facebook
thing is, man,
accounts.
people are so fucking lazy when it comes to internet arguing. Like 1 out of every 100, 200 people may call you on it. But if you just say, "Hey, meet me here," no, people are fucking you back down. It's not really a thing. You know.
Well, I'm not a violent person, though.
Exactly. But people will take it to the DM. Why? What do you? What's going to accomplish?
Take it to the DMs.
What's it going to accomplish?
Check it out,
DMs?
Brad. I'm just not into that fucking
Try to fight.
that
I
new overly. Look, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say it on fucking the regular page. I'm not gonna DM you because that's just stalker type shit.
I hear you. I hear you.
Like I have a life outside of Facebook. You get what I'm saying? You know what I do? I literally turn off my phone, walk outside, and I don't even think about the
Hey,
shit.
don't drop this. This is the mango habanero.
I've had these before. These are juicy.
Yeah, this is third from the top.
We're
at
using,
B-dubs.
we're using this one for yourself, Tom, or what?
No, this is. I just put that for you guys. For like,
He
For
put
like
that
Don.
down for us when we start crying
Well,
like
I
little
wanna put it-
bitches.
right.
That's what that is. He's like, here, let's give the bitches a fucking little nappy.
I'm going to put this down right here because I don't want to hold it the whole time.
Here's the
I
next
still
one.
love the sauce.
Just don't drop that too.
Grab one to these two. Is this the hottest in the world?
No, this is
Oh, I
third.
love mango
from-
habanero. Is so
mango
good.
habanero, third from the top.
Tom spent like $80 on wings today. These
These were expensive. Comparing wings, that kind of thing. These are about $1.50 a wing. Now, comparing to the other places we got it, it's worth it because you get like 50% more meat versus the other wings that are $1
If
each.
you go to B-Dubs as a like wing on Wing Tuesday, it's like cheaper, and then Wing Thursday is like bone in. All right, so we're doing it now. I love mango habanero.
That's sweet.
That's so good.
Sweet gives you like a false sense of security that everything's going to be okay, but you know it's not going to.
Mhm.
Sweet until you swallow it wrong. It hits the back of your throat.
Dolby, see what's up with Sue and them. See when they're not joining us. I tagged her by Facebook. This would be here. They might see the replay. People have been saying that since I didn't tase myself, they're not listening. But you know what? Who gives a fuck? I'm not
Yours,
gonna.
man.
You know, I'm not
Glad
gonna
you
die.
didn't. I'm glad
You know what?
didn't,
You
to be
could have
honest.
died last week.
Yeah,
In
no,
all honesty, I'm
Right?
glad
We,
you
we,
didn't
we had
do
no
it.
medical training. I mean, could I have just survived it totally?
I mean, I get the whole clickbait thing.
Oh, no.
That really wasn't what we were going for. I think you were really committed to doing it.
I took one for the team.
there you did something. So there you go. But it's not like we're done. You won't be. He's got a taser. You'll be surprised what happens next. Nothing.
I'm throwing away some of the stuff here, guys.
Not bad. Definitely hot, but not bad.
Hot. Still feeling it? We'll give it a minute to kick in.
They give you that, like he said, that sweet gives you that false sense of security. Like, oh, this ain't that bad.
Oh, this ain't nothing.
But yeah, I'm glad it kind of died down finally with all this fucking Facebook hate I've been getting. But at the same time, I'm not gonna cry or censor myself
Aftertaste there. Kick, huh? Like that one, bro.
or not say what's on my mind because I'm afraid of some backlash. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's relative. It's social media.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be social. The problem with social media is people take it too seriously. We always talk about that, but dude, if you're just, I mean, it's like this in politics. You can't bring up anything. Some things have to be talked about. Anything political within 10 seconds is the same 10 people on Facebook call each other snowflakes and racist. Some people post the Fox articles, other people post the CNN articles or New York or whatever the fuck New York Post.
Make it the
I'm
frogs gay.
so fucking tired of snowflakes, man. Honestly. Like, legitimately so fucking tired of these
I
people.
mean, what's going to happen is you're going to get so sick of political correctness. People are going to, if you ask most people why they voted Trump,
Though, just so you know.
it's because they don't like
Yeah,
him or they, whatever. Hate, it's a hate vote. You're going to get more people hating people. People are just going to not vote or they're just going to vote for Trump because they hate the other candidate.
Is it just me or is it way more fucked up than it was like 8 years ago?
Yeah.
As far as like the racial tension, everybody
Yeah.
hates everybody now.
Well, it's like this.
I mean,
I don't remember it being like that 8 years ago, though.
what about after 9/11 though? I mean,
Scoot a little.
Yeah,
bit,
thanks, Obama.
I don't think it was anybody's fault. I think it's just the social climate.
Yeah.
Like there's such a divide between pro-Trump and anti-Trump that it's divided everything else.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And now you can't be on the fence. Like I'm on the fence. I don't really give a shit about Trump.
Yeah, it's either
But either you're too
it's-
liberal or you're too
with us or
conservative.
against us. You know,
Right, and I'm
if
like-
you're not as far right on the spectrum as I am,
Then you're against us.
Then you're a total liberal.
You don't hate like
snowflake.
I hate.
Right, and then if you're not as far left and liberal as I am, you're a conservative hate monger. You know, each side.
And you got 90% in the middle who
Right.
want to get along, and we can't because the SJW, the social justice warriors, and the alt-right Nazis keep keep pulling people so far to the right and so
Can
far
we
to the left.
stop calling conservatives Nazis, bro? I know a lot of conservatives, and ain't none of them racist.
Some are probably latently racist.
No, I know black conservatives, and being conservative don't make you a racist.
Conservative doesn't mean what it used to.
The conservative party has been hijacked by Trump, dude.
It used to be for smaller government, less wasteful
You
spending.
can say the same thing about liberals.
Right.
Certain liberals.
Yeah, left side's been
Oh,
hijacked
for
by
sure.
the.
Well, it's a race.
Yeah,
It's a race to who can give away more shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you got people about 5 to 6 years older than Brendan, maybe 6 to 10 years older. That bracket who just they went to college because it was a thing to do. Pay as much as you can, go wherever, and they're graduating undergrad. 200 grand in debt, 150 grand in debt. Then they'll go to grad school. If you got 250 grand in debt and you're just now starting to work for us, you got no hope in this world.
You better be a doctor or some sort of engineer working for NASA.
Right.
We're
There's
stuck in debt.
Mhm. And they'll just take that shit, dude. If you're fucking 27 years old and you got student loan debt, they don't give a fuck. They'll
Now,
just
did you
take
go to college?
No.
No.
Honestly,
You two went to college, right?
yeah,
Got my bachelor's.
Government pay for our shit, bro.
I went
Yeah,
to
the
community.
GI Bill.
You have a bachelor's in
Health science and biology.
how'd that work?
What'd you major in, Joe?
I got
Computer
it.
information.
We're good, actually. I was originally going to be a physician assistant, and then I got my bachelor's, and the day after I graduated, I got a phone call saying, we're looking for people to do this job in the government, and I applied, and I got it 2 months later. I'm like, all right, I'm doing that. I'm not going on, because I wasn't going to get my master's.
Right. Why go further in debt when you're already you
Right.
got a good job? Did you go to college?
I went to community college, which is,
I went there first. I went to
Yeah,
I went to try. I
Did
did
you go to
Tri-C
Tri-C or
first.
L-
I went to
I went to Job
the
Corps.
LCC.
Yeah.
LCCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Tri-C.
No, you're a little thin for Job Corps. Let's be honest.
No, I really went to Job Corps.
I know that, but I'm saying you're a little thin for Job Corps. Like most Job Corps people are like full 4.5. You're a little skinny for Job Corps. Is what I'm saying.
Wow, really?
I'm just
I
being
I was fatter.
I know.
Yeah, that's
but
another
even-
thing. I'm
even then
tired
you
of you
were
and
skinny.
Shelly making fun of me on Facebook, man.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, have we eaten hot wings yet?
I say we're
No,
getting some
we're-
milk for
we're
those
taking a
guys.
minute. On those,
Yeah,
'cause
we're
the
waiting a
last ones were
second.
really fucking
That
hot.
was some.
My mouth just stopped.
Yeah,
burning.
just stop tingling. It just was like, all right, we're done with that now.
Right. So
Now you want to fucking pour gasoline on it.
yeah, we only got an hour left in the show.
Doby,
So we
do
did
you like
full-
hot wings?
full
What kind of
tingling.
wings do you like?
I mean, generic, the garlic parm, and then
That's
some
his
buffalo
favorite.
Yeah,
wings.
we had that
I like
before we
some
started
buffalo
out there.
wings.
Yeah, we're doing that for a bit.
Yeah. I like them all. Pretty much I like them all. Even like the dry rubs, those kind of things.
You know,
Those
I
are pretty
Dry rubs are not
Yeah,
bad.
I'm not a fan of the
like them
gyro.
soap, man. I like them soap, dude.
Not a
Like
fan
a,
of
like a
this.
set of panties after bitches be seeing the Joe. I like how
Yeah. So
Coffee boy.
So, there's that.
We only got 2 listeners,
That's
dude.
fine.
It's all right.
Because you're
All
stressing.
right.
Look, it's just like with my wife at the gym.
You
Don't
know
look at the
fucking
computer.
numbers
Don't
is, bro.
look at the
Your
negative,
problem is-
look at the positive, and then you'll see good results.
Ooh, don't be like sweet chili.
Here we go.
wings.
Here we go.
What do you think about the? Okay, at least as long as I can see myself, I look good. Sweet chili wings. Have you ever had those?
That's all you can know.
You know what I like?
That
The
sounds good.
sweet chili Doritos. You ever had those?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
It's,
Thai
purple,
chili
it's
is
the
pretty
purple Doritos, ain't it?
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the sweet though. I mean, the mango was all right, but I don't know. Sweet doesn't really belong.
So you
on
like the
wings.
savory type ones, like the just
Oh, yeah.
barbecue, but
Oh,
not
yeah.
like super sweet barbecue.
Yeah, correct. Barbecue's all right,
Yeah.
but no, I like the hot sauces, the garlic parm. Those are definitely my favorites.
That's one thing I definitely miss eating is Doritos.
Salty. I'm a
Since
salty
I've started
guy.
this low carb shit, I used to buy Doritos
They're
all the
alright.
time.
I'm not a big Dorito guy.
The
Barbecue
cheesy.
chips.
Even though we haven't been
Wow.
able to hit the gym like we were,
Mhm.
down 13 pounds.
Yes.
Good job, bro. I'm down, dude. I was
Congrats.
after the hot dogs last week. Remember, we myself was like
Yeah.
250. I got down to like just.
I don't know if you watched last week. We did a hot dog eat. Well, these two did a hot dog.
I did
eating
not get a
contest.
chance to watch that one. No, I didn't.
Well, they found
yeah.
out really
That
quick
was
that
an
no
event.
Joey Chestnut.
That was an eventful show.
Yeah, dude. I was man. I
He
had
was
12.
bragging up, oh, I can eat 18. I can eat 18.
Well, I figured 15
Motherfucker
or
didn't
20 was my
close
landing
18.
spot. I mean, if honestly, if it would have been all out money on the line, I could have forced it. But it was like, I mean, it gets so disgusting. after a
Nobody's
while.
going to pay you to eat hot dogs.
Right, exactly. Well, unless you can like freak your stomach, like
Yeah.
chest on them, dude.
But we found out that neither of them are extreme eaters.
But Pat, you went to a barbecue before that, didn't you? So did you eat before that?
A little
Like
bit,
within
but
a
I
few
mean,
hours?
not enough to affect the entire contest.
Yeah, see, I can eat, man.
I got to see the
That's-
clock too.
No, you don't need to say clock. You can see this clock.
It's like
there,
an-
our left.
It's like
There
I'm
you
never. It's like I'm never not hungry. I'm always hungry.
Yeah, because you worry about that too much.
I
man.
always said some numbers, bro. We're numbers guys.
Yeah, I know you do, but let's focus on the good. So let's move on to our topics, man. We wrote them out. Others there, if you would like to call, we will gladly.
Totally can't see that because my children. But
The number is 236
Is that backwards?
4767. It's a 216 area code if you want to call in. We will put you live on the air. Now, let's move on to our topics.
so we was gonna talk about addictions. So and we got Brendan here. I'm not saying Brendan's an addiction, but
What is your addiction?
Yeah.
but this is a good topic because we've all as some of my listeners may know, I've had issues with booze in the past. So addiction is a good topic. There's a lot of people have lost.
I remember why we put that up there.
What was it?
The Walmart.
Walmart.
The incident that happened at Walmart that I put that I was talking about online. About the people shooting up in the parking lot that I
Oh, that's right. The heroin.
That's why.
That's right.
So let me tell you all a story real quick. I was at Walmart. What day was that? Saturday?
No, that was later in the week, I think.
Maybe like Monday or
That
Tuesday.
was Monday or Tuesday.
And I dropped my wife and kid off at the front.
There.
So I pull right next to this fucking beater car, right? And I look over and it's a man and a woman shooting up heroin right next to me.
Now, could you physically see them fucking, I don't know how they do it. This is what I've seen.
Well, I seen him drawing up the
See
shot.
that
He
fucking-
handed it to her. She put a band around her arm and then shot it. And then she opened up the door and started nodding out, almost falling out of the seat.
All right, so you're sure it wasn't like giving her a fucking
Oh no, this was
a
definitely
shot for like
no.
her multiple sclerosis?
And then he took a shot and started to fucking nod out too.
What if they both had multiple sclerosis and they couldn't?
Benefit of the
Diabetic.
doubt.
Oh, dude, shooting each other up at the same time would be the way to do it. You shoot me.
They
I'll shoot
almost
you.
burned
Be
me.
a way to go out.
Right.
But yeah, and then I got into this moral dilemma because I hate police and I don't believe in snitching. Is it snitching if I call in on them?
Snitches
Am
get
I a bad
stitches.
guy in that situation because I reported them? But at the same time,
But
if
if
I
they
don't
but if
report
they're
them,
ODing and they die, is that on you?
well, I don't give a fuck if they die. My issue is if they get in a fucking car, go somewhere and hit somebody else and kill
Right.
because you're making that choice to shoot that
Right.
poison into your. So I have no empathy for that.
Well, I would do it like
So
this.
I don't think you would be able to. I mean, God forbid this would ever happen. But it's kind of like those moral dilemmas, questions where there's no right answer. Where like, what if, God forbid, that you didn't say anything, they go to leave as you guys are walking out, and they run into you guys,
Exactly.
and
my
you
point.
and you know, God forbid they kill your family, whatever that kind of thing happens, you wouldn't be able to live with yourself. You're like,
that was
because-
my point in those
because of my
situations.
inaction.
Somebody
and,
else lost
and
their
their
life.
idiocracy,
Idiocy,
idiocy, people that I know died.
On the
Well,
flip
it
side,
wouldn't even
though,
have to be people I know.
Right.
It could be just total strangers.
So
Right.
I don't ever want to unintentionally cause somebody else's death.
what if,
Right.
what if we're playing devil? Let's play devil's advocate for a minute, though. Say these people are on probation or something. Okay, this is a very extreme example. But say they're on probation or something like that. Say they don't leave the parking lot. Say they just want to do some heroin. They just chill there, pass out for 3 hours, drive home. It's perfect. But you calling the cops gets them busted on a possession charge because of a probation violation. The kids get taken away. Something random happens that, if you didn't say you would just waited for them to leave the parking lot or just monitored them for, what I mean? Would that weigh on you at all? Because the cycle we have right now with the days, I really
No,
want to
because
talk
you're
about
choosing-
this.
Yeah.
You're choosing to put that pains. I'm not choosing for you to do that.
You're not doing
It's
it.
not
in
like
your
I'm
arm.
entrapping you.
But
I'm just pointing out a
The
the
situation where something
you
really
call,
fucked up's
you
going
call
on.
the
Right.
cops and then just bring in the cops, continues the cycle, and they get arrested.
And then they
this
go
and
to
that.
jail and they straighten themselves out and they don't live a productive
But
life.
they don't. That never
mean,
happens though. That
it
never
does
happens.
happen.
Let me ask you this:
Quite
were
rare.
the
It's
windows
quite
down?
rare.
Yes.
Yeah,
here's
in
how
that
you solve
case, I
your,
would
here's
do
how
the
you
same
solve your
thing.
problem. When they pass out, or if they just had passed out, reach in, grab the keys, toss them. They're not going anywhere.
There you go.
They're staying there, happy, safe,
Yeah.
on their high. They're not going to hurt
But you're
anybody.
doing that in front of family.
Actually,
families
that
come by.
actually
Exactly. You have to
with-
think
Oh,
of
go ahead.
everything that's social media nowadays. People finding that and posting it online of people sitting in their car getting all fucked up. Why
With
would
kids
you?
in the back seat?
Why
too.
would you go to a
Right.
parking lot out of all places where people are
Out
walking
in
past?
public.
Oh,
Because-
and-
kids in the
because
back
this-
seat. No question. I'll call the.
There was no kids in the car.
Okay.
If there was
Well,
kids in the car, I
obviously
would have
they're
been
not
super
thinking
pissed.
What Tom just said though, it's probably what I would actually do. I would knock on the door politely, be like, try to get their attention. Be like, give me those keys, and I'm going to chuck them over there. I'm going to call the cops right now. You're going to get arrested. If not, enjoy something like that. Put them on now. If they're just sitting like, what? Okay.
Oh yeah, they were out of it, bro. They were out of it.
I mean, if they're out of it, I can just go like this, and and they don't do anything.
Let me show you how she was sitting there. All right, she had the door open. She's leaning all the way out, fully asleep, jerking up, and then going back down.
Okay, yeah.
She was fucking gone, bro.
Okay. So
Obviously,
that's
this
a
started
story.
at the house, and then they moved on.
No, I saw them shoot the heroin.
They might have been shooting up
They
at first.
probably did. They probably met their dealer in the parking lot of the stealing yard.
Probably.
Bought it there, and it's easy to shoot up there as opposed to drive around.
Which explains why they're in the parking lot in the first place.
So then I put that online, and one of my friends on Facebook, who's a recovering addict, got mad because people were saying that they have no empathy for these users that are doing this to themselves.
Mm-hmm. Why would
Which,
you?
granted, you're choosing to shoot heroin into your veins.
Right.
How the hell can I have empathy for you? You can't sit there and say it's a disease because nobody walks out and catches crackhead. Not a single fucker.
The
all right?
help is out there.
If you're not trying to get help, I don't feel bad.
Yeah, help it's out there. It's out there for
the help that's out there. I'm going to say this right now. The help that's out there is complete bullshit. It's total bullshit. The recidivism rates on heroin, it's 1 in 20, 1 in 50 people. Space treatments
too.
I mean, is it a holy grail cannabis space treatments? No, but it's fucking at least twice as better than what we got out there now. What we have now is just a complete cycle of arrest and release. It's like the immigration problem with drugs. The treatment programs are total bullshit. They lock people up. Have them color what they fucking feel that day. And, then they go in the corner and shut themselves in a straitjacket and come back out. And the second they're out of fucking jail, second they're out of the program, they're going to find their dealer, find the next heroin fix. Do I have an immediate problem for solution for this problem? Of course not. But what we got now is total bullshit. And you got to scrap the whole thing. Either you got to do some kind of legalization where we purity test the heroin. Because before it was fucking fentanyl and this shit from China and Thailand, everything started coming in here, you could live a normal life on heroin. You can fucking stuff from the time you get up to the time you go to bed. You could be on heroin all day, and your kids wouldn't even fucking know it, and you can live your life. Now this shit coming over, that's the shit's fucking it up. And I mean, honestly, dude, the way we going down, it's just a fucking recipe for failure. It's just gonna keep coming in.
You got that's on your leg.
What the fuck is that?
I go inside. I report the to security. Okay. I'm not calling the cops.
That's perfect.
I don't want to be involved in it, but
right
at the same time, I don't want to be responsible for their death.
Right.
I go to tell my wife what happened. I'm heading back out of the Walmart because I hate being in this motherfucker. I hate being in the Walmart that I got.
I hate Walmart too.
So I'm racing out the door because if I don't, she's going to spend more money. And what do I see on my way out? A shoplifter getting busted, obviously strung out on heroin with his baby in a book bag.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Worst Walmart.
check this out. Then we go to the hospital because Sarah had to go there for her mom, and they sit her in the emergency room right next to this junkie lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, they're like, well, you have a skin infection from shooting up. I don't know how I ever got that. I've never shot up. But she's asking for Suboxone. She was there. What is it called? Where you prescription shopping to get Suboxone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a day full of just heroin junkies.
Yeah, I used to work at a local hospital near here.
Would you EMT?
No, radiology assistant, but I'd go and get people for like X-rays and CAT scans and things. And yeah, you'd have people in the ER, saying the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm allergic to ibuprofen and acetaminophen and all the basic ones. The only thing that works for me is like the heavy like prescription drugs. What's wrong with you? I got a stomach ache randomly, But they know the good drugs by name. I haven't worked there in so long. I forget the name of them. But there's a few of them that were like the most powerful like sedatives before you get to like the opioids, that kind of thing.
Right.
But they'd be asking for those painkillers.
They know how people know how to doctor shop. People aren't stupid, and the doctors aren't not at fault here either. The doctors know how to set up these shops. Walk down Lorraine, walk down 117th, walk down Madison. Look at all these the pain clinics. These pop-up pain clinics. You can't tell me there's that many fucking people with man, that is a fucking aggressive ass bug. That many people with problems to where it's not just people doctor shopping. Because I mean, once you take a pill or two, you're done. I mean, that's the way it should be. If you take 3, 4, 5 pills to get fucking pains, you get it's an issue.
Speaking of pain,
here we go.
So you were saying that you used to be a drinker, heavy drinker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you ever have an addiction?
No.
None.
No.
I know Tom pretty well. I can say it's pretty.
What about you, Pat?
Not really, no. I mean, I'm addicted to food.
Yeah, I'm addicted to like pop now, sugar, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Caffeine. Is there anything you couldn't go without?
Caffeine probably. If I don't drink coffee or have pop in a day, I get headaches, that kind of thing.
Bitch are hot as
They
fuck,
just
though.
look pissed. Like they have an angry look.
This is blazing. This is
Blazing.
BW3's hottest wings.
This one actually comes with a warning label that says, may irritate eyes or skin.
So-
Wash with large amounts of
2
water.
weeks in a row. Irritated eyes.
Seriously, even when you wipe off your hands, don't rub your eyes. Don't touch your nose.
And tomorrow, get some paper towels or something ready.
Some
Some
milk.
need to wipe. Yeah, something with.
Oh, when we're done with this, we got
wet naps.
We got wet naps. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Get a paper towels ready.
It smells
Oh, now I
hot.
had some of the sauce. Dobie, if you're
I got
watching this,
two
this is
right
gonna
here.
go down, bro. Ooh, my God, fill up.
so here's
Oh boy.
Son of a bitch,
wipes when
man.
you're done.
Oh boy.
This is
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it looks angry. It looks like it's a pissed
the
off
last
chicken wing.
one got me.
Oh boy.
Like this is what angry looks like, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, it says
Oh, you
Lil Wayne
just want-
denies people.com. Lil Wayne denies quitting tour with Blink 182 after walking off stage.
You guys started?
I mean, the hottest
I'm
wing at
scared
Quaker
to.
Steak.
Are you guys ready?
All right, we gotta count this bitch down because
Sure.
All right, 3,
Now
2,
you-
1, go.
You got to eat it.
You guys ever eaten the hottest one at Quaker Steak and Lube? You sign a waiver for it. I forget what it's called.
it's
like the sauce is like cake. Huh?
Mm.
I mean, I just ate it.
I ate the hottest one at
Come on, just keep going.
woo.
what was it?
Keep
Winking
going.
Lizard. They ate the hottest one there. It was all heat, no flavor.
Oh,
Yeah, wings is good with lower flavor wings.
Now you got to eat most of it. Right?
Woo! Mine's
All
gone
of it.
already. Mine's
all,
gone.
all the meat.
Hey, if you go back on my hall, I'm gonna tell you something about that one.
There you go.
Oh my God, dude, so hot.
Fuck.
Woo!
Woo.
Feel alive. Joe, you got to be dancing over here.
Oh man.
ah.
Yeah, you gotta sign a waiver for the Quaker Steak and Lube one.
What the fuck good is a waiver though?
They have you
Like the waiver's
responsible.
fucking stupid.
Oh man.
Oh.
Let me get some of the paper towels. That is like licking the devil's ass.
No, don't touch your face, Don. I'm not just saying because of the show. Just don't ever touch your face.
Oh man, I got residue on one. My bad.
Gosh dang.
God damn, motherfucker, these are hot. Oh,
So
woo, hot.
they're hot.
Wow.
Oh,
Way
boy.
to miss.
Come back here, buddy.
Woo.
Brenda's done.
Oh,
So these are hot.
we ain't doing no
They're
more
gonna
hot.
burn.
That's the hottest, right?
The hottest BW3s has.
Okay, thank God. You didn't bring no sauce. I knew no more sauce, no more hot. Cause you, we're gonna be yakking here a bit, dude. Fuck, it's hot. Oh my God, we still got 2 watchers.
It's all right.
What happened to Dobie? What happened to Sue? The rest of the show, we're gonna be sounding like we're drunk because we had all these fucking hot ones.
Stop missing.
God bless America.
Excuse me.
Use your
Give me some water in this, please.
Sure.
Thank
So-
you.
Use your wipes.
Oh,
On your hands.
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's hot.
Some drink it up.
That's hot.
Dude, that's hotter than it is outside right there, beach. Woo.
It's not hot outside at all.
You know what the problem is? I bet you a lot of
Nice
people are on
day,
vacation, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people are on vacation is why they can't
People
walk.
are gonna watch it during the week too.
They can watch online on vacation.
You guys got both.
Friday night.
During the beginning of the week, I got to get this shit on the fucking podcast for me.
Yes.
I got 5, 6 people.
I'm not crying like a bitch, but I got tears in my eyes.
I know. Drips when
When you do cocaine, I know.
So thank you very much.
That's
Ooh.
blazing. Glad you experienced it.
God damn. My tongue. It's like I just fucking just put cayenne pepper right in my fucking whole mouth for no reason.
Aren't you glad you did it? Don't you feel better now?
See, I've done this shit like this before, so I'm getting like a tolerance to it.
Not as bad as last week,
Man,
all
man,
right?
I'll tell you what.
It's
these
still
are-
hot though. I mean,
Ooh.
but it's like my first burrito. At the
Oh
same
my
time.
God.
Die.
Nobody's dying, Jim.
We're good.
But at least they had flavor.
Ooh. It starts out.
Yeah, it had flavor.
It starts out so flavory, and then just boom, explodes your mouth with the orgasm of heat. Holy fuck balls!
Man.
Oh my god.
So how about those addictions?
Yeah. It's definitely not gonna be hot wings. I would have went in my face.
Yeah, if it's hot wings, I'm cured.
Right? Shit.
So next week we're getting what, sweet barbecue or?
Next week we're getting something that's not hot.
Well, it's not me. So
Let's do it again. I'll do it again.
Man.
who's got next week? Enemies?
Oh,
Pat, I believe.
yeah.
I can go, but when do you gotta go?
Oh shit, Walter Vicky's on
I did
the
last
show.
week.
Hey, buddy.
You
I went to
Yeah, I
I
had
went
to grab
to
him because I was running.
Oh,
I
okay.
went to
Yeah, I
grade
can,
school with Walter Vicky.
I can get him next week.
My mom used to watch. I'm not tasting myself, but my mom used to watch him and his brother after school. He used to babysit. Remember that? Remember your brother?
What? I know. I just realized I did that.
Remember
too.
you out.
What's your brother doing? Well, how's your
I
brother
had
doing,
tears in
buddy?
my eyes. Damn it. Now I hope I just rubbed my eyes. I hope that shit.
There you go.
The guy in the hat is freaking.
You gotta be
showing.
careful
Who's
with your
wearing a hat? There's 3 people
Wipe
in hats.
around your eyes like a girl with makeup. Seriously,
Yeah, I've never been a girl with makeup. How the hell?
You've seen how they do that.
You've never,
that
thing.
you've never dressed up as a girl?
No,
Not even for Halloween, bro.
never. I never dressed up for Halloween
What's wrong with you?
Why?
because we were too busy robbing little kids for bags.
Come on, man.
He hasn't seen his bro in about 15 years. I didn't bring up like some bad shit or anything. He's not like we'll talk about that off there. If you want to talk about it, you can. I'm not gonna. It didn't face it.
What happened?
No, my buddy Willie Dravicki is watching us, and I asked about his brother, and he's saying he's seen his brother in 15 years. I said, and I was like, shit, I hope he like didn't like rob a bank or kill a busload of nuns.
Nobody
or
gets
something.
15 years for robbing a bank. It's a slap on the wrist. You get like 4 or 5 years max, unless you rob a really big.
I would. I'll tell you what. If I was gonna rob a bank, here's the way I would do it. It would involve a lot of casing the place,
Do we really need to?
but you gotta know the exits to the bank. You need a quick exit. Most police departments take about 60 seconds to a minute to get out of there. But what you do is you got to dress up like a popular character around like the time, like the Easter Bunny,
The opinions
Santa
of
Claus
Joe
in December.
do
You
not
stand out
reflect
like a
anybody
sword
else.
walking in with an Easter bunny costume. There's such an easier way.
We
to
do not
this.
condone this.
I was just
Here's
saying,
what you do. You go to a few states away. You steal a car in like Chicago. You rob a bank in Wisconsin.
You're just
You
adding
rob
on the
the bank
charges.
closest to the fucking interstate. You get back on the interstate. You fucking drop your car, pick up your original car, and drive off. Nobody's ever the wiser. Nobody's gonna ID you in the fucking 2 states over. No.
if we're being dead honest, the best way to get money and to steal money is
He's like, add the charges up. Yeah.
so,
You're already robbing a bank. You're not
So-
exactly the most upstanding citizen.
totally unethical. But when you like to pass around the church plate,
All right, it's gone.
just fucking grab a stack of
Is
ones.
it gone for everybody else? Then, like, it's gone now.
Mine's still there.
What, the flavor?
Yeah, mine's gone.
It's gone.
No, my lips are still on
The
fire.
flavor, the heat.
The heat's gone.
Mine's
No,
still
my
there.
lips are still on fire.
My lips are all.
Maybe they're just
Fire.
numb. Maybe just numb. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's just the lips. My mouth's fine now. Just
So-
the lips.
Another thing we wanted to talk about was crimes we got away with.
I didn't get.
That
away
goes
with
hand in
much
hand
of
with
my
addiction,
crimes.
honestly. Because there's
Well, it goes hand in hand with the
This-
bank robbery.
How
too.
about when you're a kid? Does that count?
yeah, oh yeah,
All
oh,
crimes
yeah.
count.
Oh, yeah. Now keep
'Cause
in
we want
mind.
all story people that have all stories.
No,
So-
there's a couple rules on this. Keep in mind we're not trying to get anybody in trouble. Like talking about, that's fine. We're not gonna go there. Just go like this and just say
John
tippy
Cena.
toe or something. And out there in TV land, Willie or Dobes or anybody who else is watching, if you want to confess crime and say something you got away with too, that's cool. We'll talk about it live.
Or if you want to call in, the number's there. Feel free.
Right. I know you probably can't see the number, but it's right back there. Or just talk to us right here on the thing.
So, Tom, have you ever gotten away with a crime?
Besides like speeding,
Egging houses as a kid.
I did that, dude.
I never egged a house.
Nothing.
We used to do. My house has been egged more than I've egged houses. But back in the '90s, we did that a lot, man. We used to just roll out with eggs and just fucking chuck it at cars. And
We did one year. The last snowfall, we made a whole bunch of fucking snowballs and stuck them in my buddy's deep freezer. And then we waited for the dead of summer and went around starting snowball fights on the west side.
you know what you
With
do?
some ice. Like
Yeah, oh yeah, we were chucking
rock hard.
hard ice at them.
No, you know what you do is you freeze a little bit, okay, and then you put some gasoline in there, and then you put some more on top, and you freeze. Then you throw it at a car's gas tank, and it'll explode, and the car blows up. It's like a snow grenade.
What the
I'm kidding.
hell
I'm
are you-
kidding. That's
How
not
is
big.
gasoline gonna explode?
It's a
when
joke,
it-
it's
when
not
it
a
hits?
big- I was being stupid.
Pat, have you ever gotten away with a crime?
I guess in a way it's a crime. I mean, it wasn't illegal, but I pinned something on my sister when I was like 8 years old. That
Pinned?
I like broke something and pinned it on her.
Oh, got her in trouble like,
Yeah.
for something that you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did you break?
Don't get any ideas, kids.
What did you break?
It was like I think it was like a vase or something like that. You know. Yeah, it was like
Yeah, you can tell he's from the upper crust. He said,
No,
"Oh, it's
it's
not
a-
vase."
You know,
Was it on the Davenport?
vase vase. I don't know. Huh?
Was it on the Davenport?
Yeah.
Couldn't blame it on the maid because it was her day off.
I don't know. I was like wrestling. My brother and I were wrestling or something, and I knocked in the table. Vase broke, and my sister was pissing me off too. And
Now, is your sister older or younger?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, now, did your sister get in trouble? Did she get grounded for a week or something? What
No,
happened?
she just got scolded.
One time,
So I just said Aaron did, or she did it. And
Dolby said she wrote that. Well, I'm still doing.
Well, I'm still doing it, but I totally
Eat
stand
bulk
and
candy
eat
nuts.
bulk candy.
Oh,
nuts.
dude, I got a story about bulk
She
candy.
Oh, stop reading again. Well, I'm still doing it, but I totally stand and eat bulk candy and nuts, and then pay for like
15 pounds.
Yeah, that
15 cents
understood.
a pound.
15 cents of or
But you mean at stores?
15
Yeah.
hundredths of a pound? That's weird.
But yeah, she'll pay for like
15 cents
a
pound.
piece of candy,
Right.
but have like 8.
Dude,
is what she's saying.
back then, there
Not
was-
saying you're fat. I'm just giving a
Was
hypothesis.
it like some of those
Yeah.
where they have like the big candy bins and then you like dump
Yeah.
it into a
they
jar and then
slowly
they
got
weigh it?
rid of that. They slowly got rid of that because people would exactly do that. Like,
Mark still has it.
sweeties.
dude, when I was back at Rigo's, there was this store called Rigo Stop and Shop over
Yeah.
in West Boulevard, Lorraine. I used to just have my football jersey on, and have my school shirt tucked in underneath. So I would just fucking pull my foot down, just dump fucking chocolates down there, the bulk candy, and it was fucking just walk. That was a crime I got away with. So if you're watching from Stop and Shop, is there a statute of limitations on
There's no
on
statute.
petty theft?
Anything we talk about today, I'm pretty sure our statute of limitations is us.
Oh, yeah, and we're,
Have
we're,
you ever gotten away with
and
shit?
we're joking about
I
all
didn't
this
get away
because
with a
it's all
lot
joke.
of my crimes.
And she goes to Whole Foods too. That's expensive.
Whole paycheck.
Oh yeah, they might actually press charges if you steal candy from Whole Foods.
Whole Foods is part
So
of
let me tell you all about
Amazon.
my crime.
All right.
And I don't really care. Statute of limitations is gone, and it's completely torn down now, anyways. So I was growing some weed, right? And I decided to grow it and make a fucking grow spot upstairs in my duplex. Well, so we're all growing this weed, and we have 2 houses going at the same time. We have 2 grow shops going. So my buddy calls me one day, and he's like, "Dude, I just heard they're about to raid a spot on 47th." So I get panicked. I leave work. I go home and I start fucking chucking fucking marijuana plants out the back window of my fucking apartment, right? Tear down all my equipment, everything. They can't prove shit. They raided the crack house across the street instead of mine. I threw out 47 plants of fucking bud, bro.
Jeez.
It was a sad day. But I did get away with the crime because I still made money on the intip.
Surprised it didn't just get a storage unit real quick.
Upstairs
I mean,
anymore.
instead of throwing it out.
My wire upstairs and killed my.
Well, it's now you can just buy it at the dispensary. Like growing it is fucking pointless now.
No, it's the science of it.
It's all.
That's why people have gardens in their own backyard for the vegetables. And
We would
stuff.
drop off fucking ounces out of state, dude.
now if you're talking
Again,
about
statute of limitations completely up, so I don't give a fuck.
they say there's no statute of limitations on murder. Frank Lucas said that you ever seen that movie American Gangster?
Yeah.
I saw like a lot of interviews with that guy. He said that they wouldn't talk about any murders. We're down to 1 viewer. They said he wouldn't talk about any murders or anything because the statute of limitations never runs out on murder.
Yeah, statute of limitations is always in effect on murder.
I've never murdered anybody.
Neither have I.
don't think. It's possible maybe. Like if you ever blacked out, I blacked out many times, so it's possible I murdered
Well,
somebody.
you got to remember, I'm not a big drinker,
Yeah.
so I've
Well,
never really blacked out.
why? No, have you always not been a big drinker? Or was there like a little bit of time from like when you were 17 to 22 that you were a big drinker?
I
Then
quit
you had to run in
drinking.
with a bunch of midgets or a
I
wedding or
quit
something you weren't
drinking
invited to.
at like 20 years old.
20 years old. Okay.
I had a really bad day. I was kidnapped by Nazis. A whole bunch of shit went crazy. Dude, they kidnapped me because they thought I looked like them. I'm not even shitting you. They threw me in the back of a truck. They were fucking going up
Always
on the
have the
streets
ball.
trying to kill fucking minorities, I guess you would say. Because I live in a Chinese community. I lived over on Payne Avenue. It's a little Chinatown over there. So they were fucking driving up.
It
on the
wasn't
curves.
always like that though. I never heard like back until recently.
It's always been a very mixed community. I've lived there pretty much my whole life. It's a very mixed community, but in the 30s, it's more Chinese than it is any other race. It's Chinese and white in the 30s, really.
But like it was, boy, I haven't really heard the Chinatown designation until like the 2000s. Like back in the 90s, you never heard.
It's always been known as Little Chinatown. It just became
maybe just smaller because like
You get what I'm saying?
what happened like with Case and all the schools and all that. Even I saw near Metro Hospitals is doing this. Is what they're paying people to just like live in the area, and all these doctors will just buy up all the houses right around the hospital. Like you're around the VA hospital at Wade Park. It's fucking all all these doctors just live right there because they just walk to work, and the neighborhood kind of gets gentrified a little bit. But I mean, it's like what are you gonna do kind of thing, Because like you get the nice neighborhood, and Dover rates is still a little ghetto now. It's true. There are still parts that are very quite what do we say up and coming.
Where?
Well, we don't right over there by Wade Park.
Oh, parks were off.
Ooh, we should have
Damn.
Oh, here we go, execution style.
We might have, that sounds a lot like the one from last week.
Yeah, Brendan, that's our Brendan's first introduction to the bug.
This is what we call our commercial
going.
break. When a bug flies in there like this and it goes for a while. Damn, I just got dive bombed by something.
Oh, yeah, this is
Like
cool.
these bugs are getting
Oh my
pissed that we're killing them.
Kamikaze.
Oh, I'm about to
Oh
blow
my
up.
god!
Dude, what if we caught onto the wire and then we all caught on fire? We burned live on the air.
Over a bug getting zapped.
You never know. What if that was a uranium
I gotta see
dipped
this.
bug, bro?
Damn, it's done.
What if the bug was dipped in uranium?
Oh yeah, some of them smoke.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's a moth.
Good. I hate those.
Moths are
motherfuckers.
big, dude. Like
I hate
moths
those.
are-
Oh, I hate those motherfuckers. I hate them.
Dude, moths are scary.
Oh,
So
Ugh.
a friend of mine put on
Ugh.
Facebook the other day, who would win in a war between King Kong and Godzilla?
King Kong.
I say King Kong.
Oh,
I
Godzilla
say
breathes
King
fire.
Kong.
That was my thought.
Godzilla breathes fire.
brings
Godzilla.
breathes fire. King Kong don't. He's just all like,
Yeah.
Well,
what now, bitch? I'm fire.
King
And-
Kong has tremendous reach still.
Look
Godzilla
at
has
him
these little
jumping,
fucking
But he's
arms.
got the reptile.
Fire.
And he's
a
got
reptile.
fire and he's covered in fur.
Who?
And he's,
King Kong has
Godzilla don't have fur.
King
Kong
Kong
does.
is covered in fur. Godzilla breathes
Yeah,
fire.
it's-
He's gonna light him on fire.
That's
He's
what I'm
gonna
saying.
burn.
It's over.
Exactly.
No, but he's going to be
Especially
burning. He's
against
going to run
Rambo
into
and
this
shit.
bear hug Godzilla. And they're going to burn together, and it just depends on who dies first.
Yeah, and my friend came back with, well, Batman beat Superman. I was like, yeah, but Batman had bat tech, and Godzilla or King Kong don't have fucking bat tech.
If Superman wanted to kill Batman, he'd kill him. There'd be no chance.
Superman is an alien from the planet Krypton.
Technically, you don't even count as a superhero then.
Batman is just a regular guy with tools, ain't he?
And money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
He's
never
a
had any.
millionaire, man.
He never had any superpowers.
He
He
Yeah,
was
just,
bring up the
Where
comments,
was
make
all
sure.
my
just had a lot of money to invest in karate.
So you were born in
Hey,
1999.
Jimmy,
Yes.
bring that back over.
Holy shit.
That's so
That's
young.
the year.
Man.
Oh shit.
And what was your exact
Thanks for making me
birthday?
feel old.
Exact birthday.
What?
December 19th.
December 19th.
Year of our Lord,
1999.
1999.
That's the year I graduated.
All right. So what we're gonna do?
It's making.
Oh, did I tell you about the? Was it? Were we live when I said that? The Blink 182. Yeah, the Blink 182 shows this week, and
A little
yesterday,
Seriously?
or well, it's Blink 182 is the
I'm
headline.
mad or something.
So are you going to this concert?
Well, yeah, kind of, but we don't. There's people who don't want to know about that. But no, the wife knows, but it's just other people I don't want to know that we're going. But yesterday, Lil Wayne was at one of the shows, and he's the first person that comes out. I guess he does it. Lil Wayne does his set, and then Blink comes out and does their set. And I guess Lil Wayne was just complaining like there's nobody there because it was early, it was probably hot, the weather might have been shit, something like that. So people didn't show up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do this no more, y'all. This is not my thing," or something to that effect.
He's too good for it.
Well, I mean,
Here's
I thought
my
it was-
thing. Being a rapper at a concert that's pretty much punk rock, it's not exactly your
I don't
crowd.
know why he accepted it.
I mean, Lil Wayne
Money.
had his moments where he tried to make his little rock rap song.
Little Wayne is, from what I could tell from pictures,
No.
like he's quality. And Blink 182 is too. I think they're going for people like me, like say Brendan was my kid or whatever. Like he likes Lil Wayne. I like Blink. And we're cross generational
something for
thing.
both crowds.
Exactly. And I think people took
How was Blink 182 your generation?
Blink 182 is exactly my age. Nobody likes you when you're
How old are
23, 42. I was exactly
There's
20.
no fucking way.
Blink 182, yeah, they were popular when I was in high school.
Yeah, the song came out. And Enema of the State came out in 1989. That song went to my age again. Nobody likes you when you're 23. I was exactly 23 when it was out.
I totally missed
Yeah,
Blink
I was-
182 then.
I was in high
yeah,
school.
Oh yeah, they were like with Lit, and there was a bunch of
Well, I remember Lit, but I
I
don't
like that,
remember Blink 182 being big in my generation. But again, we were into Nirvana and
Dude, you were all. I mean, you were
Alice
listening.
Chains.
Blink-
You were. You were.
They were all right.
You
That's some
had
good
fucking
songs.
ICP and repeat. That whole
Like
entire
the Adams song. I like that song.
No, we always had a
About it.
mixed variety of music. We had our ICP, but we also had the M&Ms.
Sometimes we had ICP CDs.
M&Ms.
Sometimes we had ICP
we
tapes.
would have Creed.
Other times we
Yeah.
had ICP vinyls.
See,
We even rode around listening to like Joan Osborne and shit.
Joan Osborne.
see, Joe, Don, and I think we grew up in like one of the greatest musical generations because we all went in the 90s. We all grew up in the 90s.
Back in my
Would you say-
day.
would
Well,
you
here's
say
what
that-
I was getting at when I asked you your age. Do you look around the people in your age group and go, we're pretty much fucked? As
Yeah.
far as like just man and manliness shit and
I mean,
skill to actually just survive if some shit went down?
I mean, yeah.
Isn't that every generation though?
No, because I look at my
Everybody-
generation like we could build some
everybody-
shit up.
Yeah.
Everybody said.
Now.
People said that about Jen.
Like we could go out and hunt if we really needed to.
15, 20 years ago, were you saying that when you were just like coming out of high school and that kind of thing?
Well,
I'll
yeah,
tell you what.
Eh.
I had the same mentality, but like you could give me an axe and drop me all right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
The
You come back,
segue-
I'll have a house built and fucking food on the
I
table.
think it's the greatest generation, like, from the 40s and 50s that are looking down upon everyone else calling us pussies. That's certainly
That's,
what
and I
that's,
think
that's
also-
every generation. Every
I
generation.
think it's that
has-
generation
has-
specifically,
has-
though.
I think
every
also
generation
because-
has a disdain
We've
for
gotten
the
to that
generations
age.
coming
I
up.
think it's that generation specifically.
I think we've gotten to that age now where we're parents, so we look at this generation like these fucking kids ain't got a clue. Like our parents did us. You get what I'm saying?
And your parents, their parents did the same exact thing.
Because I look at
Like-
this generation, dude, and I'm scared. Like y'all can't fucking figure out your asses if from a hole in the ground sometimes. Like around, I'm just like, damn, this is what I'm leaving to my daughter. She's fucked.
I think
Well,
that
if she's
generation-
screwed, is that
I think technology
Whose
plays
problem
a
is that?
big part in it,
Oh, it does
Yeah.
for sure. Like
Technology,
we didn't
for
have
sure.
Facebook when we were growing up. That's
or just a
whole
lot of stuff.
different-
Like technology is so different now to where technology plays a big part in jobs. Like the jobs are completely different.
Oh
so
yeah,
these
you want to
kids
apply
growing
for a
up-
job now?
yeah.
It's
The
online, yep.
first, it's online, and the first thing that happens is your resume goes through a robot, and they scan through and look for keywords and look for punctuation errors and look for all this different stuff and immediately rejects you. Like your resume has to go through several checks and balances where forever it looks at a person who's never going to print it out. You know,
I'm
Yeah.
glad I don't have to look for a job because I've never used a fucking punctuation mark in my life.
You don't have a
honestly.
resume? You don't have a resume? You never wrote out a
Hell
resume?
no.
You know, there's an accent on the last E in resume. Resume. No, but I was gonna talk about
This was useless knowledge that we'll never use again.
But,
Thanks to Joe.
the generation thing, man. People always talk about the greatest generation, this greatest generation. All generations are exactly the fucking same, and I'll point generation. The greatest generation, World War II generation, had no other choice but to do what they did. Any other people put in that scenario, an easily definable war against a common enemy who had a uniform with a hated goal, would do the exact same thing for their country. They just didn't know any better. We would all do the same thing.
did you know that there were more draft dodgers in World War II than there was in Vietnam?
Oh yeah,
Daffy Duck was one.
But I
It's a
don't
good
get that
cartoon.
sense from this generation. Like if some shit was going down, they'd be like, "Nah, dude, I'm sorry, I'm too high. I'm
Well,
too busy
I
getting
believe
baked
it,
out
though.
with my man bun and my skinny jeans."
Well,
Those are just stereotypes.
that's such a stereotype.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's
if-
really not. If you really like,
I mean, look at Brendan. Brendan's 19 years old. Does he have a man bun? Does he have skinny jeans on? He has some tattoos.
I was worried when you said he was like 20. I'm like, oh fuck.
He has no face tattoos. I mean, he has some
Uh,
tattoos on his arms. He has no face tattoos. He has a normal
I think he
job.
wants to get a face
Yeah,
tattoo.
he's-
though.
he's- he's
No,
got-
he's kind
I
of like,
wouldn't
ah.
get it. I wouldn't get a
He's
face
got a
tattoo.
solid job.
I'm sure he's
No.
never eaten a fucking iPod. He's never,
Nobody's eating an
I've
iPod.
never eaten.
I don't know.
Have you ever eaten a Tide Pod?
No,
Yeah.
I have not.
What is the dumbest drug you've ever done?
Well, not on
He was
purpose.
like a crack.
Not on purpose. I accidentally smoked a blunt that had heroin in it. But that was that.
My buddy was telling me a story one time. He was like, they used his bong to smoke crack one night, and he took a big hit of his bong, and it had crack in it. He's like, so I spent the next year and a half smoking crack. That's not how that shit works, dude.
See, no, I literally hit it, and then that was that. I was like, no, and left. Put the situation to the side and left.
I think we've all been slip shit. I'm sure. Like I've never been Bill Cosby.
Back in
That's not the confession I've
1996, when I first got back from basic training.
Oh, here we go.
In the summer, and I was partying over on 87th. And I'm back in the day. My friends used to know I used to drink a lot of malt liquor. A lot of St. Ides was my drink of choice. And
That was my drink of choice in the 90s.
Somebody put a hit of acid in my beer, and yes, I drank the whole thing down, and I tripped on acid. I didn't know at the time that it was there. But
Acid's fun, man.
it was pretty. I was in the service at the time though, man. So it's like I was freaking out. Like, am I gonna get drug tested? You know what's going on? I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it was out of your system.
that weighs on
immediately.
you.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't know at the time, you know, we're going through it. So it's like, what the fuck, you know?
So would you do it again?
Right now, no, just because if I had a week or two vacation and it was legal in a certain space, maybe. But right at this time, no, not just randomly.
What if the old lady was like, "Let's go get a couple hits of LSD, and we ain't got the kids this week. Let's just, you know."
If she want to do any drug, I'd be all over that. But
I'm just saying, would you do it with her?
oh yeah, I mean, if I had a plan, like I could do it. Like I can't do it life.
Right, life don't allow you to do it.
Right, exactly. Hey,
What about you?
How much?
Okay. No, I mean, not that. What's the weirdest drug you've ever done? Never mind.
Play the fifth.
Yeah, nope. Okay.
All right, so Brendan was born in 1999.
6 months after you graduated.
6 months. That was
How's it make you feel?
Bad.
Dude, I don't really remember
Appreciate it,
what I was
Mr.
doing in
Mr. Old Man with the
1999.
gray beard.
Don't get carded no more.
Yeah, don't need your card no more.
You do not need to.
But
show
you know
me your
what? You don't
ID.
look old. You look distinguished.
Thank you.
Once it comes in gray all the way,
So I'm saying.
bitches are gonna be all over that.
I got some nice glasses I can wear.
No,
Some
don't do
nice
the glasses. Just go with the
glasses.
principal look.
Glasses will help with the principal look. Got some nice sweaters.
Some nice-
Yeah, once you go completely gray, bitches will be all over
You
it.
need
bro.
a sweater vest, yeah. Nice
Jeez.
part in your hair.
Yeah.
all right. So we're gonna look at the top songs from when Brendan was born and see if you ever remember these songs here. All right, yeah, oh, there's a lot of fucking R. Kelly back then. Horrid.
Well,
All right, let's see. It says Billboard. Oh, that's 90. Somebody pick up 97. Oh, 97.
Did you have Siri?
Oh, here we go.
see, that's why I'm glad I was born in like 80. There was no really like R. Kelly's just strictly fuck music. Like, you know, you were probably conceived to an R. Kelly song.
Oh. My mind's telling me no. Boys the
Exactly.
Men.